Shalom everyone, I hope that you're doing fantastic, and I hope that you don't mind the way that I look. I just took a shower and my hair's still kind of wet, and it's just one of those kind of days energetically for me, and so I'm not superficial, so hopefully you're not. If you are and you want something pretty to look at, well, go find one of my other videos when I'm dressed up, I guess. But I'm just myself, and I just don't have nothing to prove on this channel, so you just get me all different kinds of ways, okay? So anyway, if it's your birthday today, happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that good stuff. You're returning, welcome back. And those of you who are brand new, I am very intense on my channel. We look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and when I say the ugly, we just allow the great divine to bring up whatever he wants to judge so that we can uproot it or pay attention to what the spirit realm is trying to bring in this realm so that we can resist it, okay? So we're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting principalities and powers of the air, okay? And so Jehovah is showing things that are going on around you and I so that we can resist it. And some people are open up to that kind of stuff, and so we have to attack it by way of the spirit, because whoever the person is opened up to, you know, responding to the wickedness that possibly might come out in this reading, because my work is a very serious work, so let me just say it that way. I don't get a lot of foo-foo stuff, but I do like it when it does come across. But whatever comes out, we just take it and we just allow the Holy Spirit to speak from that place, okay? And it's good for us to keep some things, people, in front of our face so that we can get a glimpse of what could happen if you go down a wrong road, okay? Because some people have went down some really wrong roads and they've ended up in a real wicked places, okay? So anyway, so if you are new, this is kind of like the channel that I am operating on, okay? All my channels are just very serious, so, but welcome if you do stay. And those of you who were just checking me out and this is not what you want, then thanks for checking me out. All right, so let's get started here for today. Jehovah, I just bless you today, and I thank you for the clear truth. We just rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy. I'm going to share something that I shared on my other channel. Last night I had a vision, and I guess I'll share this on all my channels this morning because I'm feeling led to. But I had a vision last night, and I just did a daily for one of my other channels, and something that came out was on 2 cards. We had the word group that came out within the card itself. But I began to talk about how I had a vision of a bunch of people having masks on, and when everybody was around, everybody had a mask on. But as soon as they left, everybody took their mask off. They were all doing the same thing that they were trying to mask around one another, how they felt, but they really all felt the same way when they left their little group or gatherings, or, you know, whatever was going on in the vision with all these people who had their mask on. But they all actually, behind the mask, they all really had the same emotion and feeling about a certain situation. But when they left, they were all taking their mask off and doing exactly the same thing. And what came out was nobody cares about your little groups, and nobody does, not even the people inside the group. They're trying to figure out how to get out, and everybody's doing the same thing. And it's amazing, because oftentimes in the secret we'll get the group, and there's secret things going on in the group, but yet it's known. You got somebody mixed up, though, within the group. Some people, they're just steered there, and some people got some type of fear about taking their mask off, because if I do it, what, you know, you're gonna have to get over your fear, whatever that is, and whatever kind of group you're finding yourself in. And I just felt like I needed to share that. Jehovah, what do you want to bring out here, please, for this reading? Just rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy. Command it to be shoved down to the pit. Jehovah, you're rebuked by Jehovah. Thank you for your Holy Spirit. So give me just a second to get this. So there's a judgment here. The trumpet's being blown. It's straight out of heaven. Things are being forced. Actually, we've seen the judgment card in the CARDINAL-FIXED-MUTABLE sign readings that can be found down below in the description box. This is things coming back up. They need that have been hidden, and yet we're seeing something that's being blown up here. This is a resurrection of something. Actually, we had the Temperance card in my other reading. That's a return, and so is this. And that how the 8th house and 9th house together, that energy is found there, connected there. And so we've got secret things that have been hidden, maybe even death. Maybe something at your work. This is the head. This is the resh. The letter R could be prevalent. Don't have to be, but in the Hebrew, we know that this is the head area. The man, the boss, the chief of something, the firstborn. Something about this energy keeps coming up because people try to keep things down. This is about evaluating things and blowing up something that needs to be spoken about in a very big, profound way. This is waking up. This is actually a positive card to get if you don't push it back down. And somebody does need to speak about something that's taken place because somebody's went the wrong way for some of you all. And show me more information about the judgment, please, Yehovah. Well, I guess they're just all going to fall on the freaking floor today. So it's the Lover's card that just jumped out. It's a decision about somebody who should be in your life, okay? Or should have been in your life. If they passed away and somebody hadn't talked about it, then I guess they didn't talk about it. Whatever it is, this is a decision to come back around, to speak, to blow up something that, again, needs to be spoken about. This is communication energy here. What's hidden? What's hidden here, please, Jehovah? There's balancing situations going on today. This is about looking in the mirror. This is about adding things together with the Lover's card. It's the Vav. Again, it's the V and or the W. And so we had drinking type energies come out on the other channel. And I always bring up the VW. And so if you are dealing with somebody who's a heavy drinker, then you are. And something's taking place here with some type of a death situation that's been, or some type of sexual or money situation that's been hidden, and needs to be, somebody needs either forgiveness because of something like that, communication needs to be had, things need to be balanced out, whatever it is. It's the pictograph of the Y, which this would represent the nail, okay, something sharp, something piercing, something hanging, to add something together. This is about construction as well. This is about the rope that goes around the nail. If something did happen on a trip where you were, in the summertime or something like that, where you like to put up tents or something, then there you go. Or something, if you're a construction worker, then you are. But these are all the energies that's coming out with these two cards. What's hidden here about this information that needs to come up? Some of y'all have loyalty situations obviously going on. There's employment, skilled employment showing up here. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles came out in the Rider-Waite that I was using on my other channel. This is about people being thrown the crap out in the cold and feeling left out in the cold. Messages, okay, and the Page of Pentacles is what's hidden, some type of messages. Physical messages, and this is Six Pentacles. This is about generosity then, okay? If it is about a child or a teenager, it's about a child or a teenager, or something that's taken place possibly in your teenage years for some of you all. Something's trying to come up to the surface so that you can deal with it, okay? So that it can be transmuted in some type of a way, or something with your father, or something that's this will go back to the past. I hope that's in the frame. The Judgment goes back to the past. It also goes back to the psychology of our mind. Okay, it goes back to children, and we got a child energy here as well. This physical energy showing up in what's hidden and yet coming to the surface. Something very physical in the material world is showing itself here, and there is an actual person that came out in what is hidden. Okay, something about this person, something about somebody supposed to be in your life, or was, or something like that. Something about your job, okay? Something about organization and feeling left out in the cold and just being impoverished is here in a very, very physical way. Somebody's been impoverished within something. What's hidden is some type of communication that needs to be had and to be evaluated and to get some things balanced out. It really is. Show me extra energy here. What's the most important thing that needs to be known about this communication that needs to be had to make the decision? There's, for a lot of you all, there's more than one party or situation or choices. Remember, on the cardinal fixed and mutable sign, somebody was standing there, and I stated that if there were 3 choices, somebody was down to 2, and they were trying to make a choice out of the other 2 situations, people, whatever that was. Somebody here is holding on to one rod, and that is putting the other 2 behind you. The rods are behind this person. Turning your back on something is important for us to know today. Something's emotional. Somebody has been... The most important thing is to make this decision and then begin to manifest the ideas from that place and begin to trade some things that need to take place. This is a blessed union energy here with this, or it was, or it needs to be spoken of about that so that it can be healed, so it can be transmuted. So there's the Temperance card. This is huge about returning today. This is about some type of returning, and again, we have the Temperance card here. This is the letter Nun. This is, some people have went out into eternity because the letter Nun in the Hebrew is just that, eternity. It's also children. It's also pregnancy issues going on for a lot of y'all, but those go back to sex that can be related there within those 2 energies that have come out. But it's definitely a forgiveness. We've got big time forgiveness here. Somebody's trying to make a choice for that. How to put some things that have really been so intense behind you and to get on with it and to have generosity here and say whatever you need to say. Some people are seared there, they never will. All right, but it is what it is at that point. But some people do have a desire here to move past something. We had a runner energy come out, and we have the RN. Now, if you're going to heal something, maybe you are an RN, I don't know. But we have run coming out here. That's interesting. We have a river energy here. We have real big water energy showing up, and somebody's standing here by water, and there's ships here because that's waiting for your ships to come in, right? But we do have watery type energy, something that's very much emotional, because in the hidden space on my other channel, there was water everywhere. There was stormy waters that were going on within somebody. But there was something perverse going on as well. Somebody had really, they were filthy on the inside. Okay? For some people, they've crossed the line. And nobody cares about the group. And something needs to be said about it. And a judgment needs to be put on some things that have taken place. For those of you who are not seared, and you need to seize the situation and get rid of the wicked and to remove them out of society and do what needs to be done, people. It's got to be done. It's got to be done quickly. We're told to quickly judge something. Those people have crossed the line. They don't get a say anymore. I don't care where I don't even care if they're the headship people. They just don't get a say anymore. There's one higher than that. There really is. Something's near, and the salvation of the Most High is near to come. This is about salvation. Okay? This is about the Nun represents deliverance, and somebody does need salvation. They do need to be able to return. They do need the forgiveness. And if you can hear today, then you won't burn. Okay? In the flood stuff. Let's see what Jehovah wants to bring out here. There is protection here, and this goes back to protection as well. There is a shield, a wall of protection is here. That's positive. This is about the truth. We got the husband here as well. We do have the law. We have FBI and police energies coming out here within some situations going on. We have the locust out here and the grasshopper that can go to plagues and things like that as well. That can be filthy, dirty energy as well. There's true love here as well going on, and well, that's positive. Look, people, we got the whole stick here, and we got the angel right out of heaven. That's mixing the cups that are supposed to be together. Okay, true love within your family, true love within partnerships. People got in the way and did some stupidness. Okay, and it's time to return, and it's time to say, this is what happened, and I'm putting some things behind me. I have an awakening now. I know what I need to do, and I'm going to do it with all truth, and I'm going to be saved from that place and be delivered from that place. And anybody don't like that, they're out. That's not how the true kingdom that's being set up is operating. They're out. They're not protected. Okay, because there is protection here in a very big way happening. So wisdom is here. Yes, this is about wisdom. This is about our higher mind with the Temperance card. And somebody has been very skillful and cunning and subtle, and we know that we're dealing with the snakish energy in people who talk out both sides of their mouth. And we've got like FBI type energy that has to be just as cunning in an upright fashion to take care of the nasty that needs to be out of the earth. So the devil energy is here. This is piercing energy. At the same time, this is divine grace, people. And the sun is here right now. This is an antenna. The pictograph of an antenna is here. So things that have been heard. We had the star that came out in the other reading. It's things that are known. The devil has devices and is wicked, and yet we're shielded. We have the word shield here, and on the samak and or the sin is the word shield. So let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses, and it already is in several different ways. There's been pride and conceit here. There's a spiritual evaluation going on here, and that's positive, because we were told the other day to go do an inventory of ourselves. Let's also go back to bosses and stuff as well, and some bosses, because we have the head, the man, the boss, the chief, and the devil card represents a boss. You know, the devil is about lies and truth, but the devil card is also about passing the test. This is a person, if you don't resist the devil, he won't flee. You can't pass the test, and people are going to narrowly look upon that wickedness and go, is this the man? It's the man who can't pass it. And those who can get a divine grace, and there's a protection around. Okay? Let me have one more. So there is a youth energy here. There's some type of choosing of something or feeling young. There's an acceptable appointment or an excellent energy here, or something that has been determined to be a choice one within something. Well, we do have generosity here. We do have reconciliation big time coming up here, and somebody made a mistake in the past within some type of stupidness and pride and conceit and ego and cause a mess and all that kind of crap, and they want to return. There is divine grace. There really is, people. There is divine grace. Let me just take a oracle card real quick on this reading, and then I'll call it a reading. Jehovah, I just thank you for these messages today, and give courage for people to take off their mask. Armed forces, and his arm is near to come, and there's protection. Remember, he told us last night that he would protect us through the destruction. It's going to come with or without us, people, but we will be protected. And if you do the right thing, you need to hurry. I'm hearing run, because the floodgates are fixing to open, is what I just heard. There's a sacred path here, yes, and to let go of your logic and trust your intuition and run. It's here, people. It's here. You better do the right thing. You don't want to be on that other side. This is the angel of soul love. Yes, we have soulmates showing up here. It's time to look at how you value yourself and the issues around your self-love. And it's time to forgive. If you can't forgive, you're not going to be forgiven, and when you're going to try to think that it's time to run for you and everybody else has went down the sacred path, the door's being shut upon you, okay? Some people already crossed the line, they're getting flooded out, but we are going to have protection and deliverance and salvation. But you've got to do something today, people. Don't go out into it, because eternity is here today. Okay, don't go out to eternity today without doing the right thing. You need to make a phone call. You need to go to somebody. You need to say, I did this. I need to make it right. You will find grace at the highest degree. If you don't, there's a big piercing coming. It's going to be right in front of your face. Until next time, shalom.